with CHP Paranormal Investigation. It's me, your lead investigator Chad, my wife Heather. Behind the camera, we're out at Rose Cemetery in Tarpon Springs. Now we are advised that we're recommended to come here by Carlos the Fam, Al Capone, and Jason from Josh, my bad, Josh from Southern Afterlife Paranormal. This has been on my to-do list to come here to this cemetery already. So here we are, coming to check it out for our first time and bring you guys along with us. So let's go ahead and get this thing started. Now, I don't have too much history on this particular cemetery, but I mean, just to show you guys the condition of this cemetery. I mean, you got a lot of unkempt graves. I mean, this place just, I mean, look at this. And I would say it's no wonder why this place would have paranormal activity in it, because I mean,
some of these are only marked by wooden crosses.
Yes.
This looks like it's the size for a child.
Yeah. We are also going to look for, if you guys haven't already, please go back and watch Carlos the Fam and Al Capone's 3 a.m. challenge in the haunted cemetery, where they came here at 3 a.m. We're going to look for the grave that has it, see if we can get the same responses as they did. But they found a grave that has pinwheels at it. And they were actually moving on command.
Yeah, they were communicating with the pinwheels. Like, they asked them to turn the pinwheel for yes or whatever, and then the pinwheel would turn.
Yeah, they would. So it was really neat. So make sure you do go back and look at their video. And if there's any spirits here that would like to communicate with us before we take out our communication equipment, you could speak into the camera that my wife is holding. And when we go back and look at the footage, we'll be able to hear you.
I'm sorry if we have to cut this video short, guys. Weather may not permit us to do a long investigation like we would like. If we have to cut it short, we will come back. But we can't risk our camera and equipment getting ruined if it starts raining.
Now, unfortunately in this video, I mean, you guys do know that I don't like making cuts in my video. But to pre-warn you, other than the 20-minute cut, when we get ready to move, like we're parked in the back of the cemetery, and when we get ready to move to another section of the cemetery, we will go ahead and jump in the car and move. So what we're gonna do is I'm kind of gridding in this cemetery, and once we hit the little halfway road, we're gonna walk back to the car, get in the car. So we'll actually turn off the camera for that. I mean, we'll keep the camera rolling just in case if anything paranormal happens along the way back to the car. But if not, there'll be a cut in the video from that. So I mean, look, just look at the condition.
Everything's overgrown. Portions of this cemetery are overgrown to the point where you could possibly walk over somebody's grave and not even realize you're doing it.
I mean, like this right here. Look at this. This is a grave right here.
Yeah, and it's kind of sunken down. And this grave has no headstone, no marker. Now it looks like there's some etching on it. But and some of these graves have things people have brought, but
yeah, but for the most part, this is just
and look right here.
really poorly kept. And I mean,
You have right here just a wooden cross. A lot of them have just wooden crosses. Some of them have nothing.
No. When we were driving in, my wife didn't see it, but there was actually like a little rabbit running around in the cemetery, which little cemetery rabbit.
It's just sad to see it in this condition.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's sad to see cemeteries put into this condition. And I mean, and what's crazy is just right across the main road from this is another cemetery, and it's well kept up. But I mean, just looking at this is just...
And these look actually like some of the more tended to. Nice flowers brought out, and but then right here next to it,
now I'm not 100% sure if this is just like a predominantly African American cemetery, or
that's what we heard, but
that's what we heard. Not 100% sure on it, guys. I apologize for not... I mean, I looked this up a long time ago because, like I said, it was on my to-do list to come see and check the cemetery out. But I should have looked it up again sometime today and had my facts a little bit more straight. Normally we do have our facts straight when we're doing our investigation, so I apologize. But I mean, if you do know information about the cemetery, please leave it in the comments below. And guys, remember to have your earbuds in when you're watching our video, because we do like the fact that we don't put suggestions on what we hear, even on the spirit box. I mean, we might say it out loud when we hear it, you know, but I mean, if you hear something different than what we hear, or you guys hear something, you guys are extra eyes and ears on the investigation. So please leave them in the comments below, timestamp it, and enjoy doing this investigation with us.
can you help me out? I got some stickers here on the heel of my, sorry guys. Sorry about the pause, guys. I had some sand spurs in the heel of my shoe. I heard that. Here, will you take the camera for a second? Or are you able to?
Alright guys. Oh, let me...
I got light. I just had to get those sand spurs out so they didn't dig into my foot.
Okay. Got it?
Yes.
It really is. This is just... I can't believe how badly kept up this is. Like, if I came to visit one of my family members in this cemetery and saw it in this condition, I would honestly be looking up who I have to contact and, you know, have them come out here and do some housekeeping.
Ow.
You okay?
Yeah. I got scratched by some of the brush. And that's the lens cap tapping, guys. Sorry. Sorry, guys. I'm still kind of recouping from last weekend. We did a kind of a marathon of investigations last week to keep bringing footage and content to you guys, and I got beat up a little bit. I took a fall at the Frank Lloyd Wright house and got kind of scratched up. So I'm a little slower tonight. Did we want to maybe try a spirit box session before we moved up to a different area?
Can you hear that over there?
I'm looking.
I thought I heard whispering over in that direction. On this go around, I'll use the necrophonic app.
So we can cancel out the white noise, because it's so quiet out here. I almost don't want to disturb the peace.
Oh, and just to kind of throw some salt in the argument of these apps that are on our phone, where people will say that they're fake and they're not any good. We were watching season 2 of Ghost Nation, and I believe it was the Unholy Haunting or something like that. It was like the second or third episode in that season, and they actually used one of the apps that we use, the Ghost Hunting Tools app, and got the name Henry on it. And when they did their research even further, found out that there was a guy named Henry that died on the property. So to see them actually, other paranormal investigators using these apps when they do their investigations, and they're getting results with them, and they're being put on network show and shown as having some kind of a, what's the word I'm looking for? Some, you're better at words sometimes. I'm authenticity.
Okay, I was just sorry.
Thrown into these apps. So I mean, like I said, these
They're
apps
being used by reputable teams.
Yeah. So I mean, these apps do work. I mean, they're there to be entertainment, but I mean, we're still opening up a portal. We're still opening up a doorway. We're still using our energy to try to communicate with the other side, whether you think it's a toy or not. So
And you're still getting intelligent response.
Yeah, so be respectful when you're using these apps. Don't just go into it and going, oh, well, this app ain't real because I could download it on my phone for free.
There are plenty of people that think a Ouija board is just a toy.
Yeah, made by Milton Bradley. And I've said this before in other videos of ours. I've done private home investigations of heavy poltergeist activity, and come to find out the people at the house used a Milton Bradley Ouija board. So if there's any spirits out here that would like to communicate with us right now, I'm holding my phone in my hand, and you'll be able to talk to us through the through the phone, and we'll be able to answer and talk to you like we're having a real conversation. So if you would please come and talk to us and tell us about how you feel about the condition of your final resting place. Are you happy about how this place has been kept up?
No.
Do a lot of people come and visit this cemetery?
You?
Can you tell me where you're at in this cemetery that's speaking to me? I think I just get the name Tom.
What?
Can you see us?
It sounded like where you are at. Is that not what it sounded like to you?
Something like that. Is there anybody else here at the cemetery besides me and my wife right now?
Wait.
Wait. What do you want us to wait for?
There's so much coming through at once. It's hard to...
Can you tell me what color shirt I'm wearing? I heard whispering earlier, or voices earlier. Was that one of you guys? Just said Heather. Heather's my wife's name. It just said Chad. And yes, Chad is my name. Now, what color shirt am I wearing? Are you more towards the back of the cemetery?
Yep.
The middle of the cemetery? Or the front?
Middle.
Middle?
Do you want to get in the car and make our way up? Or do you want me to stay here and keep filming and let you pull around?
No. We'll both make it to the car.
Okay.
Alright, well, I'm going to stop the communication for a little bit. And we'll restart it when we get towards the middle, okay?
Yeah, we kind of actually walked up towards the middle.
Yeah, but it's kind of what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
And then we'll walk forward from there until the next little cut point. But this is just... Well, I remember they talked about the cactuses in their video. I'm just not seeing the...
Me either. I know you're the pinwheels.
Yeah.
Well, we have plenty more ground to cover, and we're about to hit our 20-minute mark, so there's going to be a small cut, and we will start recording again what you've reached.
Alright guys, now unfortunately the camera was not rolling, but over in this area when we got out of the car from moving it a little bit further in towards the front of the cemetery, I could have sworn I saw a figure walking. You'll see, I don't know if you can see it, but you'll see like lights at the grave.
It's barely picking up the lights from here.
But it's a little further up, that it's kind of well lit in the area that I saw the figure walking. Now, as far as me and Heather know, we are the only ones here at this cemetery.
There's no other vehicles.
You know.
And it's pretty remote for somebody to have walked here.
Yeah. So, I'm keeping my eye out. These are certain things that I do know that they say that they see here. Is they see shadow figures, they see apparitions. You know, and I think
that may be of what you just got.
Yeah. And it sucks that we didn't have the camera on. We're, you know, like we said though, we're gonna have the camera on as much as we can. But there's just, I wish I could find that daggum pinwheel.
There's actually a lot more here than you can see from the road. Those are not the ones.
You sure?
Yes, the ones that there were in their video were small, traditional, not the wide flat.
Okay.
I mean, those are in essentially the same thing, but they are not the same pinwheels that they got to move.
I thought they were.
No, the ones they had moving were the traditional looking pinwheels. I don't know how to explain it better than that.
Yeah? How about that?
There's a breeze blowing.
There is?
Yes, look, the grass is moving.
Okay. I'm just wondering why these ain't blowing.
They're angled differently. The breeze is blowing from that direction and it's catching the edge of the pinwheel.
Okay.
If the grass wasn't moving too, I'd say, but I can feel the breeze standing right here in line with it.
Grass is awfully freaking high though.
I would say if this does get mowed or taken care of, which it has to, it's not completely unkept because it would be much higher.
Yeah.
But I would bet it's been more than a month since it was done, at least, to be as high as it is.
Almost definitely.
And I mean, here we have a branch down from a storm that nobody's taking care of. I don't think it doesn't get done at all. I just don't think it gets done very often.
Doesn't get done enough.
Oh wow, there's a lot of stuff over here. Someone took a lot of time to come do this.
All right.
Let me show you guys. Oh, that says Dad. D-A-D. And this is 2018, I think. So this is actually
2018, 2012 right here.
So this one is actually fairly new, so they do still use this cemetery.
And there's a couple wooden crosses over here. I'm gonna walk on this side because I know there's, I can see there's more graves right here.
I'm following.
So that area. Actually start the necrophonic app a little bit while we walk.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys continue to communicate again with us through the app, through my phone. So I saw a shadow of a figure walking. Was that one of you guys?
Nope. That was a quick response.
What about somebody that's got one of these wooden crosses instead of an actual headstone? Oh, her footsteps. What is going on? Leave what alone?
I'm gonna go back this way towards the road.
Right, I'm following you.
This is a clear path.
This is just a lot of wooden crosses over here.
Yeah, I noticed. Because right now we're about up to where you saw the figure
No, the figure
walking.
was like right up there.
Yeah. We'll get that location and our third.
All right.
Careful, there's a stone right there. I think we'll get that in our third portion.
Yeah, because that's the.
We're past the halfway point.
Yeah, we kind of overwalked. But let's walk over this way a little bit.
Yeah. I'm very actually interested by these benches over here. I find it very odd to have all these benches grouped like this in the middle of a cemetery.
Why are all these benches right here grouped in the middle of this cemetery?
See this, guys? There's a group of benches and 2 trees just in the middle of the cemetery.
Yeah. The light's starting to die.
Like they would have people gather here for some reason. It's a little odd. Just seems very out of place.
Can you see us right now? That was like a whole bunch of voices all at once just came through this thing. Holy cow.
I'm not sure if I was close enough to you to pick that up. I had stopped to adjust the light. So somehow the light on the rig got loosened.
Huh.
And I know I had it tightened all the way when I put it together. So, sorry guys, I dropped my flashlight. I'm not sure how, but the mechanism that attaches our light to our camera rig was loose.
any of y'all know what year it is?
My flashlight's getting dim too.
Oh, I can barely see.
Are you draining my flashlight?
Are you trying to drain our flashlight?
What is this area?
Welcome to.
Looks like an above ground entombment. Sorry guys. I've never seen... Well, this was... Sorry guys, felt like I had a bug crawling up my arm. This is a... Someone spent a lot of money on this.
Yes.
And wow. Nah, this is...
Nick, are you here? Nick, if you're here, can you say like yes or no? Yes. Nick, you got a very nice setup.
Your family loved you very much, obviously, and cared about you a lot.
Want to start walking back towards the car?
Yeah. We'll cut over the middle here, because I don't want to walk all the way around the back.
Did we look over here? Look over here, see. Pin wiggles. Oh wow, somebody's got some Sky vodka.
And a black and mild.
Black and mild.
The Necker app went quiet, or did you stop it?
Oh, I stopped it.
Okay.
Because I mean, it's just getting a bombardment of responses in it, and it's just kind of hard to keep up. I'm like walking.
Yeah, come this way. Alright guys, we're going to take a shortcut here, and we're going to move our way towards the front of the cemetery for the last piece to this investigation. So far, we've gotten quite a bit of response on the Necrophonic app. We got my name, my husband's name, and just a lot of spirits coming through trying to communicate and talk to the point where they're muffling each other.
Yeah.
And my husband did catch a shadow figure towards the front. So we're going to go towards the front of the cemetery here and wrap this up with you guys. Alright, we'll be back in just a minute. Alright guys, so we just got in the car to move towards the front of the cemetery. Look. He has not started the app. He stopped the app. He has not started it. And we are still getting communication pushing through the phone. I don't know how to explain this, guys, because
It's never done that before.
it's never done this before, and it's not on. Wow. Okay, sorry, we had to cut the camera back on even though we're still in the car to catch that, because if you guys didn't see it for yourself, I don't think you would have believed it. That's insane.
That is crazy. That has never done that to us before.
We've had them turn on,
Yeah.
like in our pocket, or even just turn on at random at my desk at work. But I've never, ever gotten any type of noise or response when the app is closed and not working.
Yeah, normally you have to hit the start button. And normally when it comes on in our pockets or at work or something like that, it's
Let's go up a little bit further.
you'll look at it, you have to hit the stop button. You know, this time the start button was on. The stop button wasn't, and it stopped doing what it was doing. But directly in front of us is where I saw the shadow figure, guys. Earlier. So we're right in the area of where I saw the shadow figure, so.
But it's just, and it was like there was nothing coming from the app at all. Nothing. And then as soon as we went to go get in the car, it started.
Yeah.
And it's not that the app started, and that's why we started getting noise and response. No, we were getting response from an app that was turned off. You guys saw it for yourself. It was waiting for us to press start to start communication again. So I'm a little taken back by that. And once again, my light is loosened. That's I'm sorry, guys. That one just blew me. Oh, I'm sorry. That one just threw me for a loop, guys. I don't think we could recreate that if we tried.
No, I'm very lost for words on what just happened
And
with the app.
if you guys could make out any type of intelligent words or anything while that was going on, please put it in the comments. Timestamp it for us. Let us know what you heard, because to us it just sounded like this garbled mess of and it was just Here, you want mine? I got the good one right now.
Okay.
It was just a very animalistic sounding noises.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I would kind of. I don't want to use the word, but I've got no other way to describe it, but
Demonic.
demonic.
And we are hesitant to use that word because anything out of the norm, people want to label demon. Well, no. Spirits are capable of being malicious.
Yeah.
Without being demonic. And so that's why we usually hesitate to label something as demon or demonic.
Yeah, so
But there is no other way to describe that sound. You're right.
This cemetery here, guys, just gives me a real, not as eerie of a feeling as Spring Hill, but definitely can tell that something is definitely here.
Well, with the exception of that one corner at Spring Hill, I've always found Spring Hill kind of peaceful. Unless the spirits are at unrest there. Like, you know, if people are there being disrespectful, doing stupid things,
Yeah.
you know, then the whole energy is different there. So we're going to tell you here like we would tell you at Spring Hill or any other cemetery. Go with respect.
Yeah, always come to these places with reverence and respect. Because these are people's forever homes. You know, they are not moving from this place at all. Well, we walked pretty much this whole cemetery, and I cannot.
I didn't see the two pinwheels either. We had to have missed them somehow.
I'm thinking that those were it.
We'll go back and watch a video because I promise you the pinwheels were not, they looked different than that. I think we missed them somehow.
There's just a lot of wooden crosses over here. You see this?
Mm-hmm. Let me give these guys a shot. I need the... Let's give our viewers a shot of this so they can see. Now, mind you, these wooden crosses don't have names, dates. They are... It's just a marker.
Yeah. It's just telling you that somebody's here.
And it's sad.
It is. It is. It is sad to see something like this in this day and age, and you know, people heard somebody talking. I hope the camera picked that up. I wasn't sure if those were the pinwheels.
This is definitely a place we're going to come back to.
Yes. Definitely have to come back to it.
Because knowing my husband the way I do, he's not going to stop until he finds the pinwheels. Which is fine. Because I'm definitely interested in seeing if we can get responses in that fashion as well.
Yeah, because it would be really nice to find them, guys. Because, I mean, there's no breeze really tonight.
There's been a little bit of a breeze off and on.
Yeah, but, I mean, nothing substantial.
Yeah, and nothing that kept going. Like, the breeze came and went. It wasn't.
Can't look that way.
I'm sorry.
Camera light.
But the pinwheels they saw, okay?
Yeah.
They were traditional looking pinwheels, and there was 2 of them in front of the same grave. No.
No, I'm just saying because it was moving.
But there was 2 of them right in front of the same.
Can you make that
grave.
pinwheel move again?
The camera's not picking it up. I'm gonna move that way.
Can you make that spin faster?
See, there's a slight. That might have been a light breeze that blew it the first time.
Yeah,
But see, it's rocking back and forth.
Can you make it spin, please? Can you hear her walking?
Yeah, I did. Right before you asked me.
Sounds like somebody stepped on something over there.
See, now I feel a light breeze.
Yeah, now there's a light breeze and the grass is moving. Okay.
Yep. And that's another way to check, guys. If you see a pinwheel moving, but you're not sure if there's a breeze or not, look if the grass is moving too. Or something nearby that would be affected by a breeze.
Alright, guys. When we get back over by the car before we close this video out, I'm actually going to take the spirit box out and do a spirit box session near the car.
Considering what happened to us with the necrophonic app,
Yeah.
definitely.
So, I've actually got my phone completely turned off and in my pocket, and I've closed out completely of the necrophonic app.
We have about 7 minutes left before our video cuts.
Okay, so we got enough time to do a quick.
Yeah. I'm not pointing at the back of the car.
And the
And
light went off.
there goes my light. Can I have the flashlight? Since this, I'm not sure if the light on the rig, how much battery we got.
Should have a full charge on it.
Well, I know I charged it, but just to be safe. We're going to do a quick spirit box session before we close this investigation, but just know we will be coming back. So leave those comments, what you heard, what you saw, timestamp it. Let us know if you liked the investigation here. The more likes and shares we get, the more we want to come back to bring you more investigations.
Is there any spirits around us that want to communicate with us? Feel free to use this device in my hand. Who was that I saw walking? Do you guys like it when people come visit this cemetery?
No.
You're kidding me.
Do you want us to leave?
Do you want us to leave you alone? I've heard voices and walking while we've been walking around the cemetery. Was that any of you? Me.
Were you following us?
Do you know who we are?
What'd you say?
I couldn't make that one out.
No, that sounded like, what'd you say?
I said, do you know who we are? Do you know what color shirt I'm wearing?
What color is the car?
I think that said blue.
We only got a couple minutes left.
Alright, well I thank you for communicating with us. We're going to stop the communication with you. We're going to leave you in peace. You must stay here.
Please,
Please what?
get out.
Alright, well we're going to leave you in peace. And you can't come with us. You have to stay here. Okay? Thank you.
Your palm gear device is off. Goodbye.
Alright, guys.
And my light's out again, so I got a flashlight spotlight at you.
Alright, guys. So we got some stuff over the spirit box. And we got told to please leave. So that's what we're going to go ahead and do. We're going to do just that. We do plan on coming back to this cemetery, guys. Especially if we get a lot of likes, and you know, I hope you guys are watching this with your headphones or earbuds, whatever you use to listen to closely. See if you guys can catch anything. Pay attention to the background. See if you guys see anything. Let us know on the comments below. Timestamp it, guys. We greatly appreciate it. We thank you guys for watching our videos. You know, and I just want to thank a couple people that's been with us from the beginning. You know, Ray of Spring Hill. You know, you've been a great supporter of us, and we just thank you for continuing to follow us. And Lisa Carlson, you're another one who's been just a good supporter of us. You know, keep supporting us. Tell your friends about us. You know, get them to subscribe. Hit that like button, guys. You know, and if you
1 minute.
So, if you want to reach us on any of our other social medias, you can reach us on Facebook at CHP Paranormal Investigations. You can follow our dog Bella on Instagram at Bella the Ghost Hunting Dog. You can follow us on Twitter at CHP Paranormal Investigations. And if you or a friend or a family member have a place that you think has got paranormal activity and would like somebody to come check it out and do an investigation or cleansing, you can reach us at our email at chp.paranormal.16@gmail.com. That's chp.paranormal.16@gmail.com. Thank you guys for watching this, And until next time, I'll see you at the next haunt.